ist da? Hi. This will be an English version of the Knife Launch report. So, yeah, we are live on Instagram as well. So today we are hopefully live on Instagram, YouTube, and in our Facebook group. So if someone is watching on Instagram, you could, if you could say hi, that would be great. So we will know that it works. It's first for us. So, hi, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So today we have an interview with Ostap Hel, and he should be here in a couple of minutes. So enjoy. I hope you are good. In the meantime, I can let you know that we are working on our new shop. So I hope it will be launched on Wednesday, but I'm not sure if it is. I'm pretty nervous because there are a lot of things which are not working well right now. Yeah. So I will just check if everything is working good. So Ostap. Hi, and welcome. So it's the very first Knife Launch report in 2023.
Okay.
What's going on?
Seems like you can't write something on Instagram. Just watch it.
There's no. Oh, that's yeah. So got it. There we go.
There he is.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Great to have you here, Ostap.
Great to see you again.
So I just want to let you know we are live on Instagram, but there are no comments possible on Instagram. We are live on YouTube and we are live on our Facebook group.
That's
so
nice.
If you guys have any questions, please let us know in German or in English. We will translate it, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'll try to do the chat thing.
Yeah, Felix, you have an eye on the chat, and then we can talk. So, Ostap, you are pretty young. You are just 31 years old, right?
Yeah, like 32, or I don't I don't know exactly, but it's like around that.
You are from Poland, and the first design I recognized you was the real CG slips. This must be 5 years ago.
Yeah, so the first one was the Real Steel Alienek. Very first fixed one. Yeah, fixed blade.
Oh, yeah.
For Real Steel, like, yeah, that's also a pretty old one.
This was, do you remember your very first knife design? Was it the Real Steel, the fixed one?
Yeah, it was the fixed Real Steel, like a first design made by a bigger company. Like, I've made like few collaborations with custom knife designers, but it was like a one-of-a-kind pieces. And then for a production, it was a Real Steel Alienek.
I see. So that's 5 years ago. Now you have released a lot of knife designs, and there is one, a pretty new one, which is available at 10th of January. But first of all, I want to show you the other Ostap designs. Some of them, we are pretty sold out of a lot of your designs.
Yeah, that's a good news for us.
So this is there's no name, there's no Ostap Hel name on the key bit.
Yes. Mhm.
Well, this is a great EDC tool and a bit holder. Just that one. Yeah.
Because sometimes you have a need to clean your knife, like in a hotel or like in outside the home or outside the workshop, and it's pretty nice thing to have and carry around. Yeah, I have
And
it.
you only need two of them. It's great.
Yeah, just because it's like have one Torx have like two ends, and it's fit to I think every Civivi and Wii knife, like T8 and T6 Torx.
It's pretty much every knife.
Pretty much all knives have T6 and T8 torques, so pretty much perfect.
The second one I want to show you is the Civivi, but I don't have the first version of the Civivi.
Oh, I do have one.
Yeah. That's a pretty popular knife in Germany.
Yes. Oh, that's very nice to hear.
Yeah. I think there are a lot of there's the chat. I think you guys have a lot of Civis, haven't you? And this is a Civi Plus, but
Exactly.
You have the Civi Plus as well.
Mm-hmm. So this is like two of them. Pretty big difference. And this one is with the lock, the Civi Plus with the liner lock, and the small Civi doesn't have a lock at all. It's like double detent slip joint.
And the double detent is legal to carry in Germany, so that's why, because it's so popular.
Mm-hmm. And so I will definitely make more of them, like a double detents and legal to carry, because there is a demand on the market in Germany, in the UK, in some professions even, you know, they like to carry specific type of knife. Like 2 weeks ago in Taiwan, I was in a show in Taiwan, and I've met a guy who is like a priest in a church.
Yeah.
And he knows me because he bought like five of those pieces for one person, you know. And he said he really likes to use it because no one really knows what he's carrying, and it's not scary at all. He uses it every time, you know, in a church and around the church, and so it's kind of good for some professions, you know, who don't want to show any type of blades or knives, but they need it. So he bought 5 of them in case he lost one, and he lost the second one and third one and fourth one. So he had like 5 of them. So really nice guy.
In case he lost 4.
Yeah. Because they might be discontinued someday, or even are already. So yeah, he bought just in case.
Yeah, that one, the quark.
Yep. Quark, yeah, the smallest particle in the universe, the quark.
Yeah.
As far as I know, but I'm not a scientist, but I found the suitable name for it. It's like the smallest knife I've ever made so far.
Now the question.
So there's a question in the chat. If there's a special story behind the name of the Civi?
Yeah, there is. I tried to name the knives with some kind of stories behind. Civi stands for a kiridashi blade, like on those great Japanese style blade, and V is because of the shape of the overall design. You can find very much a lot of V-shaped lines in there. There's like a V-shaped line near the pivot here.
Like the V.
Yeah, the V, exactly. Yeah, there's like a V-shaped lines on the handle over here. So there's like a lot of sharp V shapes all around it. So that's why it's like kiridashi in a V style.
Okay.
And you were also inspired by a computer game, wasn't it?
Yep. It was like a cyberpunk. My wife used to play it back then, and I didn't play it yet because I didn't have enough time to make it. But my wife had like some free weekend, so she tried the cyberpunk, and there's like a character named Vincent, if I remember right, and they called him V. So that's also was the kind of inspiration for it, because it's like a modern word, and it's a modern interpretation of a traditional Japanese kiridashi.
Yeah. Do you think there will ever be a fixed version for the Civi?
I never thought about it, but I can suggest this to Civivi if they want to make a fixed version of one. Do you guys need one?
Just it could be it could be a nice small neck knife.
Yeah, we can think about a nice small neck knives. I've made like a few of them for Civivi, the Minimis and the D-Art. So yeah, that might be a good idea to add the Kiridashi style blade to the exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the oh, I hope you can see it.
D-Art,
It's it's a D-Art or the Dart. Yeah. It's
exactly
small.
that one. And I do have a prototype.
Oh yes.
Oh, with your breakthrough. Very nice.
That's a different.
Yeah, that's different because we prototype was a symmetrical type of blade with both edge sharpened, so it's kind of a dagger, a real dagger, with a hole inside. But it makes it illegal to carry in many countries. If it's like a symmetrical sharpened dagger, so we decided to make it one side grind with one side sharp edge to make it carry in all countries. And it's pretty short, so usually the restriction doesn't work for that kind of blade. But yeah, this is the prototype.
And there's
like
no hole.
No hole in the blade, yeah, and it's like a symmetrical double-sided grind.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. This looked like a piece of art.
Yeah, it's like a dagger art.
True, but it's not, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more
so
symmetric.
this one, the production version, is more like comfortable in use. Not that beautiful, probably because of the less symmetry, but it's more suitable for everyday carry.
Yeah.
So the priest can wear a cross and a neck knife. Yes, he can. Just look at the comment.
So there's that's the pretty new one.
Yes, the new one.
So that's the knife I wanted to show you guys. This is the Foldis. And this is, I would say, the stats. This is a €70 knife. It's 16.2 centimeters long. There is a 6.8 centimeters blade length. It's only the micarta version is only 65 grams. And the most important thing, in my opinion, is the double D10. So it's legal to carry in Germany and maybe a lot of other countries. There's a deep carry clip. You can change
reverse
on that side too. So it's usable for left hands and right hands.
I'm a lefty.
That's the reason why you designed the knives in that way.
That's why. And then the inspiration for the knife you show, I do have also a prototype of it. This is a prototype of Foldis, and there's actually almost no differences between the prototype and the production version. They're like completely the same, almost no change. And it was inspired. It's actually the folding version of the Minimis, the fixed blade. So there is a fixed blade. You probably already know. It's a Minimis, the small fixed blade knife, and then there is a Foldis, which is just slightly bigger, but actually it's like the same shape, same features, design feature, but it's just folding. Yeah. No, just okay. This one.
And for the other types of the Minimis, copper and black G10 or black version.
Yes. And they come like in the 3 different versions, as you mentioned, like full black, G10, brass, and micarta.
Copper, isn't it?
Copper, yeah, copper, micarta, and G10.
Yeah,
so it looks pretty okay.
Do you think there are other micarta colors coming? Is the question?
I think it depends. It depends on you guys only. Because if customers like it, the factories usually hear the voice of the customers, and if many customers ask for like in the comments on Instagram comments, Facebook pages, or directly to their emails, like spam them a bit. I want this color. I want this color. If they receive enough feedback from customers, they will make it.
So if you design the knife, like the folders, do you have an influence on what types are coming through? There is do you can say I want a Mikata version and I want a copper version, or is this CD?
Usually the materials are chosen by factories, the manufacturers. In that case, the Civivi. I usually want only like a stainless steel for folding blades because I do not like rust inside the hardware. So I don't like the D2 or such like a more rusty steel in a folding knives. And I should suggest them to use some kind of N690 or like Sandvix or like Nitro V, some more corrosion resistance. But the other materials, I usually suggest G10 or micarta, and the colors and the structure of it depends on the manufacturer, what they have in stock, what can they order. So it's on them.
So for in my opinion, that one is the most beautiful.
The copper one, yeah.
No, it's a micarta.
Oh, this is micarta. Oh yeah, micarta is like.
I'm sorry, it's micarta, and so this is your favorite.
This is my favorite, definitely.
Yeah.
And the best thing is the quality of work in Civivi and in other factories usually allows you to switch blades and handles between each other. So you can just buy two of them and make your own combination. Especially in knives with a double detents lock, so popular in Germany. When we released the Kiwi, we released like a jade handle and G10 handle, and the people wanted black blade and black hardware with a jade handle. So they bought two of them and just switched the colors, and they sold the other one, sometimes keep the second one for themselves. So it was like nice to see, and it is possible to do also with the Foldis. So if you like blade and micarta from different versions, just you can buy both and then switch the parts, and it should work.
Great. So you can do a black blade on your copper version.
Exactly, if you like it, and then sell the other one or keep both if you like the combination, the creative combination. So, and the more version we produce, the more possibilities to switching between we have. Like in a free version, there's like 6 or 9 different possibilities to make those types. Yeah.
So I think I forgot to mention it, but the Foldis is Nitro V steel, so it's a great choice, I think. Ostap, do you remember your very first knife you owned?
Yeah, the very first knife I owned was actually, because I still have it.
You still have it?
I still have it. It's like it's a first brand knife I own, because I own like a cheapest one before, like no-name knives, but this is the first one I've bought after research, after I get to the knives forum, to the local knives forum, to the everyday carry community. So it was like a big knife to the forest and to the, I don't know, special tasks, which I've never used it for. It's a cold steel SRK, one of the first versions.
A small one, yeah.
Small one. Yeah.
So
and I use it.
Is it allowed to carry in Poland?
Yes, in Poland actually we have very, very, very good law for knives carrying. It's one of the most freedom laws for knives in Europe, I guess, because we actually have no restrictions with the blade length, with the lock mechanism, with the shape. So it's easier to say what restrictions do we have. We have only one restrictions. Actually it's one restrictions. You cannot carry a blade or a sharp object hidden in a object which doesn't look like a knife. For example, like blade hidden in pen, or blade hidden in a boot, or saber hidden in umbrella, those types of hidden stuff. And if it's like visible that it is a knife, you can carry like a machete or kukri or like two-handed sword or an axe. Everything actually it's legal.
I see. Yeah.
So it's like very, very open carry country with the knives. Not with the guns and other stuff, but with the knives, it's pretty easy.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So I think it's lucky. We are lucky that you are designing a lot of double D10 knives. because they are allowed to carry here, and that's why. And the
Yeah,
mini mills, the
especially
small pigs are allowed to carry here as well. So they are.
yeah, especially in Europe, you have like a Germany and the UK, which is like a pretty big market, both of them. And there's like a lot of many knife enthusiasts there. And I think the company started to realize that there is also markets not only in US, but like a big markets in Germany, big market in UK, and they starting to provide you like your customers a proper choice, with a different colors, different type of locks, and different blade shapes. So you just can be allowed to carry it in your homeland. Yeah.
That's a question.
Just a short question. Do you know one of your knives or one of your designs that has a blade length of about 17 centimeters with a double detent or with a detent?
With a double detent or a detent from all of the companies?
Yeah, it's a question from one person over the chat.
I do have a double detent with the CVV. It's like 69, 68, and I do have double detent with Bestech, the Bestech Tulip, small one.
Small one.
And we also working on a new knife with Bestech with double detent too. And I think we have G-slip was like a backlock, so there's a lock, but it's a slip joint. So I think we have a mini G-slip. It's also a slip joint which you might be allowed to carry. And that's basically it. Yeah. For a concept, we have like only with a locking mechanism. For we also with a locking mechanism and bigger blades. So it's like Bestech and Civivi head and real steel. So 3 of them has like knives of my design, which might be allowed to carry in Germany.
Okay, nice.
So you design knives for Civivi, V knives, Bestech, real steel, concept. Are you interested in, or do you dream, or do you want to work with another brand? Is there something in your mind what you want to reach?
I'm a freelancer, kind of freelancer designer. I'm not like committed to one company only. So I try to design for different companies in different styles, because it's not there's no boundaries there. In case if I work only for one company, I might be closed in one type of designs, one type of lines. And for different companies, it motivates me to create new shapes and new styles, to make like a separate style for each company. And I'm pretty open for new collaborations. The only thing it's now it's a time, because if you have like 5 or 6 or 8 companies even now, which are like demanding the new design. So I'm working with my current one, and it's hard to add extra someone to the waiting list, to the order list. But yes, it's possible. I'm usually considering those type of offers from a different brands.
So how do you design knives? I mean, it's just I have no idea how it works. Do you scribble it with your pen and paper, or
actually I do have like my bag with me. It's like a leather bag with all my stuff, like phone and keys and wallet and blah blah blah. And there's like a notebook.
It's a
just a notebook, just a paper notebook, and it's like full of
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's how it starts. There's like I don't know, the 100 or 200 ideas in each notebook, and there's like a few, no, not maybe few. It's like one notebook per year. So yeah, it's actually one or 200 concepts per year. So then after I have a concept, I do start work, and then like because concept, if you design it all the time, if you're like know what to do, it takes, if you have an idea, it takes like 30 seconds to make a concept. You're eating somewhere in restaurant, doing something, you get an inspiration, bam, you get the pen, draw like few lines, it's a concept, and you forget about it. And then in 2 months you come back, open it, and starting to remind what was the inspiration, and then start to adjust the lines and do the rest of designing work. But if you have a concept, it's like the best start.
God.
Yeah, so I can show you, if you want, I can show you the basic, for example, the concept. Concept.
So you're just in a restaurant and you get an inspiration? I never
Yeah,
heard an inspiration
restaurant
before.
or like some, I might have like
So it's a secret, it's not So the
there's
inspiration
for
is
example the concept of the blade, which like inspired by a drop of water. You know?
Yeah.
That's just a drop of water on a glass, and then it's like turns. I think that way. Yeah. So it's like kind of quark combined with a drop of water neck. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Looks some kind like of the tulip, for example, I guess.
Yeah, it was the same way I've designed it. It was like a flower, and then the shape of flower, and then the whole knife based on it, and then comes the geometry. I think I do have the. No, I don't have the sketchbook here. The other one with the tulip, but yeah, it's the same. It's just sketchbook, and then works of in computer and 2D program, 3D program, and prototyping, and then goes into production.
Is there a special pen you're working with, or what's your favorite for pre-drawing your prototypes, or is it just like
the pen?
Yeah, you know, it's an easy question.
It's like
I do have like a gift from my.
Yeah, what's your pen?
I do have a gift from my friend from US. It's called the Tactical Geek, and I think it was a winner of award on the last Blade show. This is like my. It's pretty unusual construction, and it works like a small pistol, or it's like unusual mechanism. You can Google it if you want. It's called the Tactical Geek.
Nice one.
Yeah, it's like most gadget pen. Yeah, I like to use it because it's all titanium, pretty unusual to work with. But sometimes it's just something you have right behind you, like a pen from a hotel, or like somewhere. So something close to you. Just grab it, draw it, and forget. Sometimes you have time to carry your own pen and to find it, and sometimes you just need a pen from I don't know, like from hotel reception. Just.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So sometimes I'm asking you that question, and I don't know if there is a proper answer to that question, but. Why have you decided to design knives? And I mean, there are a lot of things to design: chairs, maybe, or jewelry. Why knives?
Because I think I started as a user of a knife. It was like I started in everyday carry community with carrying a knife. I wanted to carry a knife because it's like, I think it's kind of need for mostly for men, but also for a woman's. Because there's like many women in the everyday carry community, but there's like the need to carrying a blade because it's very useful in everyday carry. And you started to collect it. You started to ask the questions: what types of steel we have, what types of knife we have. I was like 16 or 15 years old when I started to discovering the world. Then I bought like few different brand knives from Benchmade, from Kershaw. I really like the Ken Onions design. So it was my first designer's knife. So a few Canonios, a few Kershaws, and then I started to looking for a knife much more suitable for me. And there was no such knife on the market because it was my personal preferences. So I started to do some kind of simple photoshopping of already existing design. I just took photo, for example, paramilitary, and changed the blade to some blade without a hole because I don't like holes. Yeah, so it was creating something new from paramilitary, and this was kind of similar to my needs. And then I realized that I don't have to create something from something just to create a new one. So I started to draw it and to learn how to draw it, how it works, to unscrew the knives. Yeah. So basically now all all my old knives, which I used to carry, are in unscrewed position. They're like taken apart because I left it that way many years ago when I've examined them, and I didn't put them apart together to put them together. So they're like all in the drawer, like in a apart way. Yeah.
Love that.
Oh.
So I have a last question.
Mhm.
So, and I saw on your Instagram that you just visited a knife show in Asia, in Taiwan.
Yes, in Taiwan. Yeah.
Was it your first visit in Asia?
Yes, it was my first time in Asia, and it was really good. I wanted. It was not my last, definitely. Because we visited Taiwan because the same year, last year, 2022, I had my first time on Blade Show in US, and then on Blade Show I met the Taiwanese shop, the reseller, and they invited me to Taiwan. So I had an invitation. I have a people there, so for which I can go. So I go to them, and then on the Taiwan I've met a Japanese guy, a Japanese maker, the Kojihara, and he invited us to the Seki to Japan. So maybe next year it would be my first time in Japan, and it's like coming from show to show. You go to the show, met the right people, and then you're invited to different places all over the world, and you have like some kind of starting point.
Oh, it's great. So this is my invitation for you right now and here.
Yeah, thank you.
So in May, is this May? May 6th and 7th, there's a knife show in Solingen, and I want to have you
so it's
there.
pretty close to Szczecin, so I think I'll be able to drive there.
It's closer than Japan, yeah.
Yeah, it's closer. I can drive there. Yeah, so it sounds like a good idea. It's like a month before a Blade show, so why not? Why not? I can go there and see the knives people over there and meet you and other. If someone goes there, I probably be there.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation.
There's a question on the chat. I would love to know as well.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Oh, it's like it's changing. But last year it was like a Bullet Train. With Brad Pitt. Bullet Train. Yeah, it was my most favorite movie from the last year. It's like I can remember. I do like 300 Spartans.
Okay.
Yeah, it was my favorite movie for like 3 or 4 years when I was younger. So it's like constantly changing, and each year it's something new.
So more the action movie guy.
I do like to have fun on movies mostly.
Yeah. Nice one.
So thank you so much for being here in the Knife Lounge today.
Thank you very much.
And we will see you again next year in Solingen, hopefully.
This year in Solingen.
This year, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's already this year.
Yeah, so this year, and hopefully even sooner on IVA.
Yeah, on IVA as well. Yeah.
So we have like an IVA there going on. So it's pretty close, like 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
March, yeah.
So see you there.
It's not an open knife show for the public, but it's
yeah. So it's like the closest one when we meet, and then Solingen, and then Blade Show hopefully. So it's like each month I will see you each month.
Yeah, every month. Yeah.
Yeah, every month. That's nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for.
And have a good evening.
Have a good evening you as well.
Have a nice one.